Hey, hola, my friends. My name's Charles Collins, and I'd like to welcome you to our aquaponics, hydroponics, and traditional gardens. Now, all of our gardens are solar powered, and we try to utilize the power of the sun, the power of the wind, the minimum amount of water that we have in here to the best of our ability. Because here in the southwestern United States deserts, we're not guaranteed all that much water during a year. But we do want to provide as much nutritious vegetables and produce as we can, not just for our family, but for all of our neighbors. So let's carry on with this journey, my friends. Let's plant this first seed so that together we'll grow. You can see Newton back there in the background. Now, a major component of what we're doing back here is not just monitoring the growth of the plants, but also making sure that we're maintaining proper root length, proper root clarity, as well as proper leaf growth. So just keeping an eye on monitoring the overall growth on a plant is a huge part of what we do at Together We Grow. One of the extra best benefits of that is we get to harvest as the plant's growing, and we get to benefit, we get to enjoy and eat this delicious, nutritious food actually while it's growing and while it's becoming even stronger after every time we harvest from it. Now, by not taking care of your plants and by not trimming and harvesting your plants, your beautiful plant friends, correctly, not only are you inviting in unwarranted and unwanted pests, but you're actually causing damage to the very delicate ecosystem that you're building throughout your aquaponics rig. Now, on behalf of the worms, the bacteria, the fish, plants, and the roots, and all of the other insects that are surviving in this beautiful little subclimate that you made for them, that's not very fair now, is it? I don't think so. Now today, we're going to be trimming back and we're going to be harvesting one of my favorite winter greens of all, the classic collard green, or tree collard, or goes by a couple of other names, depending on the region that you come from. We love collard greens because they are very versatile. They can go in all types of dishes. They can be cooked in a number of different ways. We like to saute ours. We also like to slow cook it. There's a few southern versions, southern recipes that we like to follow. I can't really give you my wife's recipes because she's an absolute beast at this, and she would, yeah, I kind of like making videos, and if you want me to continue to be around making videos, I can't give any of her recipes out. Collard greens are also magnificent because when you do cut them, I like to use a saying when it comes to aquaponics gardening: more room, the more bloom. So as you do trim these back, this plant is going to grow out larger and larger because, as I've explained this before, when it comes to the difference between aquaponics gardening and traditional gardening. In aquaponics gardening, the roots to the plants, they don't actually have to go very far to look for nutrients or to look for water to replenish them. So instead of focusing all of their energy on the roots, they get to focus it on this nice, delicious, huge leaf growth, which means more greens and more collard greens in your pot, which means more food for your family. Now that's what's up. Now, traditionally, when it comes to harvesting collard greens, we use this highly scientific piece of equipment called a bunch bag. You might notice this, typical plastic bag from your grocery store. But when you harvest collard greens, instead of what you call just a head of collard greens, it wouldn't be called that, it'd be called a bunch of collard greens. And what's a bunch of collard greens, you may ask? Well, a bunch of collard greens is however many collard greens that you can fit inside this bag. So, let's get to cutting. Let's see what we can get. You may also notice, my friends, that I am using scissors. I'm not tearing. I'm doing a nice, precise cut because I don't want to send our beautiful plant, who wants nothing more to do than provide us with food, from going into shock. So I'm going to be as gentle on these cuts as possible. Okay, let's give one more run on this back end. Here we go, guys. Let's set these in a bag. Now, granted, I reckon I might be able to stuff a few more in there, but this is a pretty good bunch of collard greens right here. I think, if I remember to, I'll be making an additional video to add on to this one, so I can show you whichever way that my amazing wife Rosie figures out there. She wants to go ahead and serve these. I do want to show you another little thing that I do because, like I said, a bunch is considered however many that you can fit into this plastic bag. I want to show you guys a little trick that I do with collard greens, and hopefully it'll help you out in the future, and hopefully it'll help you extend the food that you have in your refrigerator as well. Now, me personally, I like to use the Extend Fresh Produce storage bags, and this isn't a plug for them. They are not a sponsor in any way whatsoever, but I can't begin to tell you how much money that we've actually saved on not wasting food that we've used these bags for. A couple of tips: if you do use these bags, we recommend that you use them for fresh produce that you're growing in your gardens. And if you do, once you harvest, once you cut the produce, do not rinse it. That's the key. Do not rinse it. You can knock off whatever bugs you may have on it, but do not rinse it if you're going to use these bags. Set it in the bags. It comes with a little twist tie. Twist tie the end. It extends the life of your vegetables, of your leafy greens, or your fruits for weeks and weeks. Like I said, this is going to be lasting us a while. We have a few more collard green plants up here that we actually have to harvest from. So, in the meantime, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're out there taking care of your garden. I hope you're out there and enjoying it. It's because we're having a gorgeous day out here in the Southwest. Please don't forget to click subscribe down below. We love to have you guys hanging out and just chilling out with us for all the future videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon because I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to do this on YouTube. Brothers got to eat and the plants got to eat too. So subscribe, help us out. We appreciate everything, guys. And in the meantime, plant that first seed so that together we'll grow. Peace and blessings, my friends.